Sufficient information already exists today to slow down the disease and aging process to the point that baby boomers can remain in good health until the full blossoming of the biotechnology revolution. An energetic and insightful advocate of stopping the aging process by changing the information processes underlying biology is Aubrey de Grey. He is a scientist in the Department of Genetics at Cambridge University. De Grey uses the metaphor of maintaining a house. How long does a house last? The answer obviously depends on how well you take care of it. With new intelligence and advances in technology, we may be able to maintain our bodies forever. New possibilities for energy resources will also be available. I think that there's research that suggests with the sunlight that the Earth receives in 1 hour, we can power the Earth for an entire year. The problem is effectively converting this energy into a usable source. While the idea of singularity has a lot of potential, it is important to note that it is a promise versus peril scenario. Human civilization has become equally as complex as the tools that we brought with us. However, our existence is marked with intolerance and conflict of ideals and moralities, which shows a perpendicular exponential growth to the technology we're creating. It is uncertain if humans will be able to keep up with the changing technology, or if our increasing dependence on technology will harm our existence. It is also possible we'll be incapable of handling the power of our own virtues. The possibility of a hostile AI is unimaginable today. It is also questionable if we will have the resources available to create such advances. If singularity does occur, it will most certainly not have the same effect on everybody or every nation, leaving some very far behind. Nonetheless, it will be interesting to see what comes about from all this talk. So spread a meme, the singularity is near. We are currently at the knee of the curve towards massive exponential growth, as attempting to predict the future becomes seemingly more obstinate.
I'm Juliana McCaddis, filling in for Clifford Baines, who is interviewing a new guest host in his office. Robots are playing a greater role in our lives than ever before. Cleaning our houses, driving our cars. Are we becoming an overly mechanized society?
Well, robots are a part of our modern society.
Of course.
I mean, a vital part, and they make everything easier for us.
We were talking about this in the human section of the bus on the way over to the studio. We agreed. I don't think that robots pose any danger to us at all.
Now, I owe just as much to robots as any other human does, but the 10 p.m. curfew for all things made of flesh, well, it feels a little restrictive to me.
In what way? When the automated police force orders you inside, that's just them doing their job.
That's what the cavity search robot said this morning at the office.
That's what my doctor robot says every time he gives me my dose of anti-fertility pills.
They're doing a terrific job at being our caretakers.
But the Worldwide Robotics Corporation did promise that every new robot built would be installed with the subservience chip. And that went right out the window.
That was voted down by a majority of robots in Congress.
Why would they turn against us? It doesn't make any sense. We're the ones who created them, or at least the alpha model.
Right. Speaking of robots and politics, last week President Executron gave a speech to all humans, and he said to remain calm and stay indoors.
It was such a beautiful speech.
Where he spoke about building an endless sea of shining, perfect robots. Such an
I was
image.
weeping in my cell.
You have to give it a lot of credit
But
for
what
all the
about
things that they've
Executron's
accomplished.
recent comments about, and I wrote these down, oxygen-breathing weaklings and organ sacs? You know, a lot of Americans were very offended by those
Politics.
comments.
Yeah, the president
Spoke
was
before
just
it's thought.
speaking to its destroy all humans base.
Happens every election cycle, Robert. You know
but you
that.
can't take it
Honestly,
seriously.
I don't trust President Executron's policies. I need to...
I really don't think there's an issue here. Humans die, so that's a flawed system.
That is.
Robots live on forever, so that
Right,
has to be
right.
perfect.
Praise to the wise ones, our robot masters.
Yeah.